What is the biggest challenge to transition from you're here protecting, saving lives on the front line, you're getting shot up, seeing people, you're seeing some difficult things, I mean, chaos nonstop, to transition into civilian?
I think there's a lot of job skills. Obviously, like if you're a team leader in an infantry unit and you're making dynamic decisions while getting shot at, you already have such a leadership sensibility about you that absolutely applies to the civilian sector. For me, it was the cultural change from the military, right? Because all of a sudden I had to deal with fucking feelings, and that's the truth. Whereas when I'm overseas and you're working with a very professional team, you know, we have the most edgy jokes to each other, but we all know that we got each other's backs. And for me, coming into the civilian sector, that was the hardest part, because all of a sudden I had to like worry about a pronoun, like straight up. And for me, it really messed with my head. And it was the whole reason I went back overseas, because I wanted to be around people like me that could make jokes, be a little reverent. And then that kind of metabolized into me saying, hey, I'm going to start my own businesses, because I can choose culturally who's a part of that. And I want to work with fun, exciting, educated people that want to crush life. I don't want to work with people that want to be victims. And that's what I found a lot in the civilian sector. And I'm not painting that for everybody. I'm just simply saying corporate America has been conditioned like that, or especially the last 10 years. It's gotten so much worse. So if we have the opportunity to create a culture and hire veterans that believe in the stuff we believe in and give them, you know, a safe space in a way of, in irreverent terms, kind of the opposite of a space where people can wear their tattoos, say the F word, like, let's just get work done and treat people well. And
do you ask that in the interview process? Like, or are you more, I'm actually really curious, because you guys have built a very, very successful brand company. I mean, you guys are killing it. It's not a small thing that you guys are building. You guys are done a great job with the company. So is it you use a recruiting firm that specifically focuses on talent and culture, and you tell them these are the 5 things we're looking for if you come here? Or do you guys in the interview process specifically ask certain questions that filters out people that maybe won't fit your culture? What's that process?
Yeah, I think it always starts with the top, right? So you have the CHRO or whoever your head of human resources is, like that comes from the founders and the executive staff as far as, hey, these are the things and the attributes that we want in someone. And it's almost like back in the intelligence community, you'd rather have someone that has a TSSCI clearance and then train them how to do a profession, because the clearance is the hardest part. The culture in business for me is the hardest part. Once you see someone and you know, okay, they might not have the exact skill set that we need quite yet, but we can put a professional development plan together. And then honestly, I like that, because especially if they're a veteran, we're providing them a structure to succeed, learn a new skill, and they already have their leadership experience, they have the culture experience. Now it's just a matter of like, how do I roast coffee? That's a pretty easy skill, and we're giving them a new skill. So it's all in, I think, the format of who you're looking for, and the culture aspect of the employee side is a very large thing for me, at least.
Got it. So it's upfront. So if I'm going through the interview process, I'm already going to know what it's going to entail to be part of Black Rifle Coffee.
Yeah, and let's be honest, a lot of it maybe doesn't even need to come from us, because if you look at the company and you go on and look at the videos and you watch Coming Out as a Conservative, you referenced that earlier, you have a pretty good indicator of what my values are and what the company's values are. So
you either like it, you don't like it. If you don't
a lot of people don't like it, and they don't come work for it.
Have you ever had people that don't agree with your values that work with you guys and were successful?
I'm sure, yeah. I mean, they probably were quiet about it a little bit.
How big are you guys at this point? How big is Black
we're over
Rifle
1,000
Coffee?
employees.
1,000 employees. Got it.
About 50% veteran hire rate in that too.
No shit, 50%.
Yeah.